So Sam realized it's better not to tweet anymore. Rather, get some other anon accounts, buy them, and make them do the dirty work. So all you can do is just retweet. Just to be a little more safer, I guess. So I'm not going to touch on any other accounts here. Mario Noffel, this dude, anon, been called out several times by YouTubers and also influencers. However, I'm going to be checking out the latest retweet 17 hours ago. I didn't watch the video. I heard it's 27 minutes long, boring stuff. I probably will play this a little fast. Alright? Basically, national address with respect to the FTX collapse. Senator Ryan Pinder, Attorney General, Minister of Legal Affairs, gives a national address to discuss whatever just happened in Bahamas, right? And if you look at some of the comments, Kim.com from Mega, the fact that Sam is retweeting this tells me that he made a deal. As the Bahama Attorney General Ryan Pinder said, we are in the early stages of an active and ongoing investigation. It is a very complex investigation involving civil and criminal authorities with the international regulatory and enforcement agencies. 23 minutes. Long speech in defense of Bahamas, but no information as to preliminary findings of FTX investigation apart that's ongoing. This talk is like a campaign promise, does not move the needle. Bahamian government promotion, pretty much, I guess. We'll watch this in a second, let's see what's up. It's extremely regrettable that AG used a televised speech. The journalists are on top of it, folks. This can't be real. New York Times. Wow. If the government is responding this quickly, you know it was a setup. This would take at least a year for the government to pre-set up responses quickly. Here's a silver bullet right now. It's all a scam. A lot of comments. The damage to the Bahamas is done. People will now ask where each project is based in. Yep, we need a list. Yeah, that makes sense too. Listen, kudos whoever wrote this speech. Nicely delivered by the AG. Nice try, Sam. Life saving of 5 million people stolen and nothing happened so far. I was planning to move there, but I guess I shouldn't even pass nearby. New slogan. Bribery works better in the Bahamas. Trademark. Wowzer. What do you guys think? I'm not going to go through the comments anymore. Look at this. I'm not going to go through any comments. There's so much craziness. If you're interested, maybe get on Twitch. I actually troll on Twitter stuff late night. And before I get into the video, I did this last night. BitBoy stalking SBF in Bahamas. Alright?
Everybody, man.
Make sure you watch this.
Whatever, no big deal. BitBoy in the Bahamas trying to find FTX. Isn't illegal.
I'm going to have the link somewhere in the description or in the video. Alright? However, I would love to play one small part of it. Don't miss the part at 6:27, right? So let's actually play this real quick. It caught me off guard. Right here.
FTX, bud. Oh, wow. It's up.
My name has been every on the channel. I show you how to make money in crypto. Let's move on. Let's talk about the secret token. FTT. That is the token of FTX. Sam Bankman-Fried. Everything this man touches turns to gold.
Holy shit. See what he said.
Moon. There's a massive story out right now about FTX. That was not a dab. That was a sneeze. What we're looking at. FTT is potentially going to be one of the few coins I believe that could go up in the bear market. Now,
Alright, that's it. So if you're interested to watch the entire video, basically I just covered the whole thing. Check it out. Alright, so that's out of the way. Yeah, according to BitBoy, who is actually stalking Sam in Bahamas right now, literally, according to him, FTX was the best thing ever. Sam, whatever he touches turned to gold. Awesome. I guess. Now, let's actually play this video real quick and see what's happening, alright? Probably disturbing stuff. And this was also covered on Decrypt. Attorney General of the Bahamas defense is crypto savvy in wake of FTX crash. Not sure if I should read this or actually watch that video. The 20 minutes address. Let's read this real quick. And then let's play the video, alright? The 20-minute address broadcast live online mentioned the failed cryptocurrency exchange FTX more than 40 times, but named his disgraced founder SBF only once. Why are they trying to protect Sam? What do you guys think? How much did he bribe? How much did he put up for everything? I mean, you can buy your way out, right? This guy's literally doing that. For sure. We have been shocked at the ignorance of those who assert that FTX came to the Bahamas because they did not want to submit to regulatory scrutiny. Said. In fact, the world is full of countries in which there is no legislative or regulatory authority over the crypto and digital assets. So basically blame every other world and countries. Pinder acknowledged the enormous interest in the FTX case, but warned that the basic facts have been obscured by guessing games and rumors. Pretty much. The Bahamian official recapped the series of events that led to the FTX crash, noting that Alameda Research currently remains outside its jurisdiction. Wow. Unless the firm is found to have committed any improprieties in the Bahamas. So, yeah, it's only FTX. Pender also pointed out that the failure of FTX was only one failure in a string of business failures in recent months. One of the biggest failures. What are you talking about? Pender was born in the Bahamas but attended high school. I'm not interested to know about his background. Just give me the juice. Come on. Let's see the ending here. A turbulent cryptocurrency period on a global basis and the downfall of a single Bahamian company in no way threatens a bright future of the Bahamas. He continued. In fact, it's quite the opposite. He closed his address with a call to entrepreneurs looking to create. Do you understand how big of a thing just happened? And saying a turbulent cryptocurrency period on a global basis and the downfall of a single Bahamian company. That single company is probably the bigger than a lot of other companies that just went down. Do you understand this? He closed his address with a call to entrepreneurs looking to create new financial projects. Peace out, Bahamas. They can be certain that we have in place a principled, fair, comprehensive, and ethical regulatory regime. So you want me to just work in a spot beside Sam's penthouse while he's chilling, knowing we know what exactly he did? You want us to just create more companies right beside? Yep. Ladies and gents, without wasting time, now let's actually play this video. Not this one. Wrong. Let's actually play the video. We're gonna be playing this a little
is
fast,
a national statement
right?
from the Attorney General and Minister of Legal Affairs, Senator
Lord.
the Honorable Ryan Pender.
1.7x.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining me this evening as I offer a national statement on behalf of the government of the Commonwealth of the Bahamas on the current situation regarding FTX Digital Markets Limited. As Attorney General and Minister of Legal Affairs, I wish to start by asserting one of the most fundamental principles of our jurisdiction.
Wow.
The Bahamas is a place of laws. The rule of law and the exercise of due process
Bro, please,
characterize the
cut to
integrity
the
of our
chase.
jurisdiction. As the third oldest democracy in the Western Hemisphere, our legal, regulatory, and financial sectors have stood the test of time. Tonight, while I speak on behalf of the government, it is in fact the Securities Commission of the Bahamas which is the lead actor in respect of the present situation.
All right.
I encourage you all to read those statements for yourselves as a House of Assembly by Prime Minister Davis on November 25. The FTX group of companies have been experienced around the world in practically every sector. To that extent, what happened can more readily be understood as a case of a very large business failure as a result of questionable internal management practices and corporate governance. Given how quickly things have moved,
This was
it's hard to believe
practiced
that it was
real
only
well.
25
Just look
days
at
ago,
this.
on November 2nd, that an
All right.
article first appeared on
See
the
my
news site
opinion.
CoinDesk with the details of a leaked financial statement of Alameda Research, a trading company also founded by Sam Bankman-Fried. I want to pause here to emphasize that among the over 100 companies located in dozens of jurisdictions around the world, FTX Digital Markets is the only entity regulated in the Bahamas. Alameda Research is not regulated in the Bahamas. To the extent Alameda Research is found to have committed any improprieties in the Bahamas, then
Still
of course
trying
it
to
will be subject to our
protect.
jurisdiction. The balance sheet of Alameda Research, CoinDesk reported at the time, revealed that a large portion of their assets were held in FTT. This is a token issued by an FTX entity that granted token holders a discount on trading fees on
He
their
talks about the Binance,
substantial
right?
holdings in the same FTT token. This announcement prompted a large number of FTX investors to withdraw hundreds of millions of dollars.
Oh,
FTX
here.
investors to withdraw hundreds of millions of holdings in the same FTT token. This announcement prompted a large number of major rival to FTX announced that it was selling off all its substantial holdings.
Major
in the
rival. He's talking about Binance. So Binance, literally, CZ announced that they're selling the FTT. So basically, CZ announced they're selling, and it was CZ's fault to some extent. Well, he's actually just. I'm not here to comment on whose fault it is, but literally playing the blaming game. That CZ did this, to some extent. He called out, and investors freaked out. Everybody started selling the FTT token, created a bank run kind of scenario, and that's the issue. Hold on, what? Who cares about bank runs? It's about playing with investors' fund illegally. What Sam did using Alameda Research.
same FTT token.
He was just moving
This
the
announcement
funds.
prompted a large number of FTX investors to withdraw hundreds of millions of dollars in digital assets from FTX, causing a liquidity crunch. In short, FTX was experiencing the
What is he
equivalent of a
saying?
run on the bank, when customers
See,
all
run
rush
on
in
the
to
bank.
withdraw all of their assets simultaneously. 2 days later,
Yeah, but if we withdraw the money simultaneously, you're supposed to have the money in the bank because it's customers' funds. What did you do with the customers' funds? I don't get this.
on November 8th, it was reported that Binance had entered a non-binding agreement to buy FTX. However, the very next day, on November 9th, Binance pulled out of the deal.
This dude is
And it was only
literally
one day
reading
following this, on
a
November
script
10th,
and
2022, the
same
Securities Commission
news
of the Bahamas
which
announced that it
has
had taken
been
action to
out for
freeze the
quite
assets
some
of
time.
FTX Digital Markets and
Guys.
suspended liquidation. The speed of which the Securities Commission was able to move was remarkable by any praise for moving so swiftly and decisively to suspend FTX Digital Markets license and appoint the provisional liquidators. In addition, the Securities Commission recognized that given the nature of digital assets and the risks associated
And Sam
with
and his
hacking
whole
compromise,
family is still
placing
chilling
FTX
in
digital
their
markets in
penthouse
provisional
and
liquidation
vacation
is not
house.
sufficient to protect the customers
What's
and creditors
going
of the
on?
company. Therefore, pursuant to their authority under the DARE Act, and pursuant to an order of the Supreme
After
Court of the
committing
Bahamas,
this
the
fraud-
Securities Commission secured the assets of FTX digital markets to be held on behalf of and for the benefit and restitution of clients and creditors of FTX.
This
The
was
Commission was
well
the first
planned.
regulator in the world to take significant steps with respect
Just
to the FTX group of companies, which had
logical
operations and
assumption.
regulated activities throughout the world. This was done for the
You're
purpose
in
of protecting
Bahamas,
the
you
interests
keep
of FTX
Alameda
customers
out of
and creditors,
Bahamas,
as well as the integrity of the Bahamian
use
financial services
FTX
industry.
to get user
The
funds
Securities
in,
Commission was able to move so quickly in digital markets.
and then use Alameda to take the funds out and gamble out.
No other jurisdiction in the world moved
Wow,
or could have moved
was
this
it?
quickly in
Insanity.
circumstances such as these. It is important for me to share this summary of what took place, because over the last few weeks, the basic facts have been obscured by guessing games and rumors. We
Basic
understand the
facts?
enormous interest in this story.
By the
As a
media?
government, we decided right away that what was most important was not to engage with speculation or gossip, but instead to proceed methodically.
I mean, I understand. This guy is a governor, senator, right? Of Bahamas. What do you expect them to do? Politicians defend their spot, right? Bahamas, come on, people, tourism. If you mess it up, imagine what's going to happen. Even with this FTX collapse, half of the whole right now, people, investors who are actually swarming the island, just because trying to get Sam. Beside that, nobody is interested. Most people are trying to boycott the island because of whatever just happened.
Global, as they consist of over
that's
100
not the
companies
point. The
located
point
in
is-
dozens of jurisdictions. As with any active inquiry, we seek to share updates in
The
a way that does
culprit
not compromise
must be
or
held
constrain
accountable.
investigators.
That's it.
And tonight, I can underscore
Alright.
that we believe that faith in the Bahamas as a responsible jurisdiction will only be strengthened as events continue to unfold.
No, it'll
the
only be
official launch-
strengthened if you put Sam in jail and restore humanity. Faith in humanity. What are you talking about?
The world are still grappling with the issue of how to regulate digital assets. There are a number of reasons for this, including the complexity of regulating the digital asset space, but most regulators actually lack the broad statutory mandate or the legal scope to in North America, Central and South America, in Europe, Middle East, Asia, Africa.
Now he's saying, the whole world is having a tough time regulating crypto, so, we are just Bahamians. Be chilled.
Services sector from the risks which unregulated activities connected with cryptocurrency and other digital assets may bring about, such as illicit finance. The Bahamas, with significant expertise in international financial services regulation, decided we would not allow this activity in our jurisdiction without the establishment of a robust legal and regulatory framework,
Now,
reflective of the best practices observed in the industry and in compliance with recommendations of global standard setters. In 2020, the Bahamas enacted the Digital Asset and Registered Exchanges Act. It remains a pioneering piece of legislation recognized by Secretary. So how did we get to this moment with FTX Digital Markets? In July of 2021, FTX Digital Markets was incorporated in the Bahamas and applied to be registered as a digital asset business under the DARE Act.
2021.
In September
Last
of
year.
2021, just over 1 year ago, the Securities Commission, after many months of prior engagement, approved FTX Digital Markets' license to operate. FTX operated globally for over 2 years prior to coming to the Bahamas, having been headquartered previously in Hong Kong. FTX Digital Markets
Hong
quickly
Kong,
set about establishing a major presence in the
Dubai,
Bahamas, buying
Bahamas,
properties, hiring and training
Cayman
Bahamian staff,
Islands.
and sponsoring a number of charitable and community ventures. In many ways, this behavior was no different from that which we see from many of our corporate citizens. Meanwhile, in the wider economy, inflation-battered countries
You were
across
literally using, the dude was using user funds to donate to charities and politicians. User funds. And you're boasting that you're giving to charity. You're giving our money while you're buying penthouse
the globe,
and
leading to higher
vacation
interest
homes
rates.
for your
The
mom
invasion
and
of
dad.
Ukraine added to the volatility of energy prices, and a broad range of technology
Yo, big
companies
boy,
slumped in the stock
when you
market
get
and laid off
Sam, just give him a tight spank on my behalf and everybody else. Like, hard one. Yo.
tens of thousands of workers. The international digital assets industry experienced a major downturn as well. As the Prime Minister Davis
So I don't
pointed out
think
in his
Sam would
statement to
want me
Parliament,
to
I
come
quote,
over.
There have been
At
both
least not
booms and
now.
busts in the world of crypto, and this year has been a significant bust, with total market capitalization falling from $3 trillion.
But Sam, I
$800
think I'm
billion
gonna show up
globally.
very soon.
The steep sell-offs and declining volumes have led analysts to describe
I'm on
this
East
time as a
Coast.
crypto winter. In the spring
BitBoy is closer. He's in Georgia, Atlanta, down Florida, Bahamas. So he's closer. Yeah. For now, I'm closer to New York, so
of this year,
take a while.
Terra Luna, a stablecoin system, collapsed, leading eventually to a wave of bankruptcies.
Now
by
dude is talking about
crypto lending
stablecoin Terra
platforms
Luna
like
and all
Celsius,
this.
3 Hours Capital, and Voyager.
Oh wow,
Active and
okay,
ongoing
please cut it
investment
out.
We urge all authorities, here and abroad, digital markets, but an affiliate company incorporated in Antigua and Barbuda, misrepresented the timely action taken by the security temperate statements. In any case, we urge prudence and accuracy in all future filings.
I mean, this is
regarding FTX's insolvency
common
crisis
when
and
a
any potential
politician,
violations
right?
of Bahamian law.
He's gonna
They will hold
defend
accountable
his
any responsible companies and
state,
individuals
his
who act
nation.
in cooperation with other regulatory agencies
yeah, okay.
and law enforcement bodies,
Good
both
job.
here in the Bahamas and in
Good
other countries
script.
that are affected.
Good script though. Nothing
These
wrong with
events
that.
remind us of the lessons learned from security
But you're just beating around. You're just
We will, as we always do,
giving the
cooperate with
same
international
BS that
regulatory and
we know.
enforcement agencies. Ladies and
2AC
gentlemen,
collapse and all that
while new
stuff.
facts emerge every day, there's
It's
beyond
like,
the digital assets
those
field, both
collapsed,
here
we
in the
didn't know,
Bahamas
we were
and around the
speculating,
world.
so FTX
In fact,
happened, it's not our
Bahamians and other
fault,
stakeholders
etc.,
in the Bahamas should
etc.,
take
blah, blah,
great
blah,
confidence
you
in
guys should have
standard
been more
Poor's ratings
careful,
forecast
this is not
that the Bahamas
regulated.
issued Tuesday, November 22nd, with FTX, nor the creditors, nor their investors, or in fact the general public. Any attempt to lay the entirety of this debacle at the feet of the Bahamas because FTX is headquartered here would be a gross oversimplification of reality. The dozens and dozens of companies involved, registered in numerous jurisdictions across the world, the scope of related parties, including some of the world's most sophisticated investors, demonstrate the cross-border, multi-jurisdictional situation means that nothing is happening.
No, man.
At the ignorance say, the Bahamas is not one of these countries. We have been able to assert our leadership in this new field because in the digital assets arena, what matters is not the size of your landmass, nor the size of your GDP, but the ingenuity and rigor of your people and your jurisdiction. The digital asset sector is a high-profile, embryonic sector of the Bahamianism.
Oh, Lord.
Insofar as these are matters of pressing global interest and concern, we welcome the attention. We have every confidence that the world will see how our policies, our laws, and regulatory regime have so much to commend to others.
At least let me tell you this, he's at least okay to hear. Like, there are some other cringeworthy people, oh man, like, just too much. He's at least decent, good enough for, to hear him out, alright.
Much to be proud of.
If
we
it
do not
was
apologize
Sam,
for our ambition
holy
for Bahamians to be
moly,
at the
you wouldn't
forefront
want to hear
of this
Sam.
exciting, innovative sector.
That guy
The
can't
Bahamas
even
stands
carry a
behind its
conversation
decision to
straight,
regulate digital
man.
assets
For
and
real.
related businesses. We stand behind the quality of the regulations that exist. We continue to invite digital asset businesses to operate from within this jurisdiction and related businesses. Like the dot-com boom and bust of the past, we believe that the turbulence currently being experienced by the digital asset sector
in the last
will pass,
23 minutes?
and the downfall of a single Bahamian company in no way threatens a bright future for the Bahamas. In fact, it's quite the opposite.
Oh, really?
Those entrepreneurs who are ready to create new financial products that serve a broader range of consumers remain welcome to come to the Bahamas. They can be certain that we have in place a principled, fair, comprehensive, and ethical regulatory.
Are you allowed to carry guns in Bahamas? Like, I'm just curious. Is it allowed? Like, Florida? I mean, yeah, sure. Does Bahama allow guns or something? Second Amendment. Oh, it's not a part of the US, I guess, right? Sucks.
They can also be certain we will act quickly and decisively to enforce that regulatory regime if and when our laws and regulations are breached. They will see that the Bahamas is a place of laws. They will see that the rule of law and the exercise of due process characterize the integrity of our jurisdiction.
Yeah, but
they will have found yet another reason.
Then how do a person commit $6 fraud and rots in jail while your FTX dude has billions of dollars, committed fraud, defrauded billions of dollars, bought penthouse for mom and dad, they're chilling. He's still chilling. How is that possible? This is just not normal. This is weird. People go and arrest based on whatever happens. I know it takes time, especially when this comes to crypto, because it's not regulated, right? So I can totally understand that. In financial world, to be honest, sometimes it takes even a year or two. The court system and everything is slow. In the US, in the world, yeah, it is how it is. I was watching this bunch on Netflix. You watched the Epstein? I'm sure you did. The documentary. Ghislaine, right? Watched the documentary. She was in the hideout and stuff after a year, two, whatever. Indicted, got caught. So it takes time. I understand. But then also on the other side, you can also buy your way out. McAfee did that for quite some time. He was on the run. McAfee. Zusu is in on his boat, chilling. Dokwon, you don't know where he is. Somewhere in planet Mars, maybe. And Sam, we all know where he is. We don't know where Zusu, where's Dokwon, where's McAfee, he's dead, but a bunch of others. Jerry Cotton, right? We don't know where they are. But however, we know where Sam is. He's sitting, chilling in his penthouse, locked in, taking some Adderall, while BitBoy is waiting outside the door with the hammer. Alright, ladies and gents, just wanted to give my 2 cents on this. This was going crazy.